I have it.
In the fall at Wellesley College, we have this really great event called Uniquely Compelling, where every constituted organization is allowed to submit one application to a pool of things, of capital goods, of objects, because usually the college doesn't fund tangible things. They'll fund like food and admission for going to museums or like field trips or anything that your organization does. They'll fund the non-capital goods. But once a year, Uniquely Compelling comes around, and it's a pot of $10,000, and every org puts in one application, and once all the applications are in, they pull names out of a hat, and the first person to get drawn gets their item funded. The next person gets drawn gets their item funded if there's enough money left in the pot for that. And so they keep pulling until they've used up all the money. We have been forming this plot for 5 summers, and it's always so hot during the summer. And last year and there's not really a hangout spot necessarily, it's just sort of an open plot. And we realized that a really great way to get students involved is to bring them here not just to work, but to enjoy nature and enjoy the plants and biotic community that's around them. So last summer we got a picnic table, but we realized, man, it's still really hot. Let's get some shade. And so for Uniquely Compelling, we've put in an application for an arbor and one that has benches. So this is technically called a pergola. So we put in an application, it was about $600, and we got pulled in the middle, and so our item got funded.
I got here a little late, and by the time I got here, they had already constructed the benches separately and the roof, and then so I was here when they were putting it together and leveling it out, and I don't know, it was just really nice to see, like, to have this kind of project, because that doesn't happen very often at Wellesley, I feel like one, construction, like that just isn't a project that's really common, and 2, just like, I don't know, like having a group work together in such like a fun, jovial way where it's not like things are delineated out. I don't know, it was just like, I thought it went really well. And I think it shows that like people care very deeply for this space. In general, this is a really interesting area. It's called the Lot 40, and it's land owned by Wellesley College, and it was farmed during World War I and I believe World War II. And then after that, it was turned into community gardens. And about 5 years ago, I'd say, 5 or 6 years ago, some students saw a need for a student-run farm and asked Wellesley for a plot in this land that Wellesley owned, and it was given to them. And so for the past 5 years, that's what's been here.
And there's a really high waiting list, or really long waiting list to get in. So we were really lucky 5 years ago where a couple of students said, you know what, Wellesley College needs a student farm. And so they talked to the president of the college and got one of the plots here. And for the past 5 years, it's functioned completely separately from the administration. It's completely student run.
Oh. And